One of my favorite tools to use here at the clinic is this muscle meter by MAT, M-A-T. I don't know how you say their company's the name, but it's a handheld dynamometer. And what that means is we can test your strength and actually give you a number versus me just saying, yep, you're weak or yep, you're strong. We're trained in school to give you a specific number based on that muscle test. But between therapists, it can get a little hairy. And so it's not always the most reliable. And so instead of relying on my subjectivity and saying, here's your week, I can actually give you a number here and prove it. And so this little guy, great little product, you can measure in pounds, you can measure in kilograms. But essentially, what we do, whether we're testing your arm strength or we're looking at leg strength, we can look at knee extension, your hamstring strength. If we're testing specific muscles in your mid back area, we can use this little guy to give us a specific number. And the nice thing about this too is it's got a couple different attachments, but these things just pop right off. And what we can do is hook it up to this little strap that it comes with. And so it's got this nice handle here. And so if we want to look at bicep strength, we hook it to a rig, hook it to the muscle meter here, and we can give you a number on your bicep strength. I've used the same thing looking at some of our post-op patients, looking at their knee strength or their hamstring strength. We'll get a specific number for them. And it's great because it gives us that nice baseline number at the evaluation. So I know exactly what kind of force you're able to produce at that visit. And then 10 visits in at your progress note, we can do this again and see how much progress you've made over those 10 visits. And you can just keep doing it from there. And it's great because the patients can see how much progress they're making. And we can also fax it to your doctor so that they can see exactly what kind of progress you've been making. And they have that specific data instead of just relying the old fashioned manual muscle test. So like I said, great little product. We use it a ton here throughout the clinic. My only regret is that we didn't buy it sooner. This thing is awesome. Check it out.